All right, great Wednesday morning to everyone. Welcome to our 15 Minutes to Mastery. My name is Cesar Mascoro Jr. I'm the president and founder of Manufactured Home Sales Master. We're a manufactured home specific consulting and training company. We help retailers and communities and housing consultants all throughout the country to become or go next level with their career within manufactured homes. But every day we come in every morning at 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time to share a little bit of words, share some insight, share some inspiration, and get you going on the right foot because the world is full of too much negativity, too many people bringing us down. So we need to protect each other, help each other, lift each other up, get started on the right foot. And today's quote, folks, comes from Taichi Ono. And it says, progress cannot be generated when we are satisfied with existing situations. Progress cannot be generated when we are satisfied with existing situations. So we've been talking about standards this whole week, the last couple of days, actually starting since Sunday. That's been the theme of that we've been kind of dealing with each and every day. And I love this quote for what it means, right? So as Taichi Ono says, progress cannot be generated. You can't make progress. You can't start to establish any sort of progress or make progress on anything when you're satisfied with the existing situations. So if you're trying to take you to a whole new level, if you're trying to become a better parent, if you're trying to become a better spouse, if you're trying to become a better whatever it is, friend, sibling, coworker, you can't make any sort of progress at becoming better without first not being satisfied with the existing situation. And things are okay the way they are, but I want to be better. I'm going to be better, but I'm good with the way things are. You only strive to get better when you're not satisfied with the status quo, right? With the existing situation. That's what propels someone to want to improve, to get better. So that's in anything in life, folks. You cannot be satisfied with the existing situation. In other words, you can't just you can't be a person that is complacent. Complacency kills so many dreams. Complacency kills so many opportunities. Complacency will keep you stuck, will keep you broke, will keep you sad, will keep you depressed. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, if you're satisfied with the things around you, then progress will never be made. But I'm going to add something even on top of that, right? You may hate being depressed. You may hate being lonely. You may hate being scared of whatever it is that you are. But if you don't take action behind it to get better, you may want to achieve something better in life. But if you don't put in the work, if you're afraid of the work that has to be put into it in order to reach that outcome, well, then progress will never be made either. It's just going to be in your head. You're just going to be one of those people that wishes and hopes and, one day it's going to happen. No, bullshit. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen if you're not willing to put in the work. And so many people are just so complacent. They hate the way things go in their life. They wish things were different. They wish they could make certain changes. But then when they realize that, oh, wait, that means I got to actually put in some action. I've actually got to put in some work behind it, get uncomfortable and push myself. Well, I'm not going to do it. Life is bad. Life treats me bad. And all these things happen to me. Well, progress will never be made as long as you're satisfied, as long as you are okay with where you currently are at. That's exactly what Taichi Ono was saying in that quote. Progress cannot be generated if you're satisfied with your existing situations. So how can we now move forward from that? Knowing that, how can we move forward? Well, it takes analyzing your current situation. What is your current situation? What don't you like about it? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? And if the cons outweigh the pros, man, it's time to level up. And you just have to accept it. All right. Just because we were put here on this earth, when mankind was first put here on this earth, it was already built for Adam and Eve, right? And they were placed on earth. Just because they were placed on earth doesn't mean that they didn't have to work for it. Just because you come into this world doesn't mean you don't have to work for things. It's unfortunate that we have become a generation of folks that just expect things. Well, I'm this and I'm that, and oh, poor me. I should be given these things. No, you shouldn't be. No one should be. Everyone has to put in the work. And as long as we're willing to put in the work, great things can happen for you. Don't let anyone tell you that they can't. Don't listen to everything that you hear online. That, oh, you're never, those things are only for so-and-so. Those things are only for that kind of people. Those things are only for these types of people. You have to be an MBA. You have to be a PhD. You have to have all of this knowledge and skill and schooling. You do have to have knowledge. You do have to have skills. But most importantly, you have to have work ethic, and you have to have that burning desire to accomplish more. And God, no one is saying that we have to go out there and everyone has to go and build companies. Nobody's saying that. But what we are saying is if you want to make progress, you can. It doesn't matter if it's in business, if it's in your relationships, if it's in your physical health, man. If I've learned about this one person who used to be over 600 pounds, and this gentleman is down to 208, and he hasn't had any sort of surgery to remove the excess skin or whatnot. But where I'm going with that is this: you would think, that so many people give up. Oh, I have these, I've got these medical conditions. Oh, I'm big because of this. I'm big because, no. Unfortunately, people are big because they just don't put any activity into it. They don't change their diets. If you reduce calories and you put some physical activity behind it, you're going to drop weight. Plain and simple. If you're taking in less calories than you're burning, you're going to drop weight. If you put in the work, you're going to drop weight. You're going to make progress, right? It's just that it is that simple. Just people don't want to accept it. They don't want to hear it. It's easier to say, no, I just can't do it. I've got this condition. I can't do this. I can't do that. I know I don't have the time. I'm married. I have kids. I've got these responsibilities, and we all have things that stack up against us. That's called life. But you still have the ability to do something about it. But it takes not being okay with your current situation. If you're okay with your current situations, you're never going to make progress. So what can we do, right, with our careers? Well, cheers. Cup of coffee. What can we do with our careers in order to make progress? And that's where the new year comes around, right? And we're making our goals, and that's what we're talking about all these next few days is what kind of goals do you have set for yourself? Have you put an action plan behind it? Have you figured out what is it going to take to be able to reach those goals? And if so, great, then start. Just start. That's all you got to do is get started. Make incremental progress each and every day. Be 1% better every day than you were the day before. Today, Wednesday, be 1% better than you were yesterday, Tuesday. And make sure that every day is at least that. That's how you win the day. You win the day by being better today than you were yesterday. And if you continuously make that progress, the compounding effect of that is going to be huge over time. It takes time, folks. We've also become a society of instant gratification, and that's not reality. Unfortunately, it's not reality. Life is not an Uber Eats call away from reaching satisfaction in everything. I'm sorry. You can't hit your goals by getting on an app and having it sent to you within a few minutes. You have to put in some work. these apps that we have on these phones for convenience, man, those are things that don't play into your goals. Okay. There is no app to make you a better father within 15 minutes, to make you a better husband within 15 minutes. There's nothing in here or online that you're going to, I better now 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later. Okay. It takes work. It takes time. So we all just need to become aware of that. We need to accept that and then just get started. Leave your current situations behind. No longer am I okay with that. That's what you got to say. I am no longer okay with where I am. I'm no longer okay accepting these type of situations. I'm no longer okay with accepting this. Now I'm going to put in the work to get to a whole new level. Challenge yourself. Get yourself outside of the room. If you've been in the same room for the last 30 years or 10 years or 5 years, however long it's been, and what I mean by room is the same circle of friends and influence, get yourself out of that circle and go to a different circle. A circle that's higher, a circle that's further ahead of you, one that where you're going to feel as though you are the bottom of that. And then work your way up. It's intimidating for me even still. I mean, going to these shows, I'll be at a show in Louisville, Kentucky. Okay. I've got some anxiety about it. I've got a huge amount of anxiety about it because I'm going to be there, set up at a booth, one of the largest shows that goes on in the country, where there's going to be all of these retailers and finance companies, everything that has to do with manufactured home industry. And there comes little old me in my own little booth with the company that just started this year, and dealing with folks that have been doing this for decades longer than I have been in this industry. But it takes that type of putting yourself in uncomfortable situations to grow and to move forward, to make the progress, to reach the goals that you're after. Because if you're going to let those anxieties stop you, you're never going to reach anything. You're never going to accomplish anything bigger than you, because it's going to be an anxious situation. Life is full of anxiety. Life is full of uncertainties, but life will give you what you demand of it. And if you put in the work, you will get the results if you put in the work. So I hope that helps today. Get you over that hump Wednesday, right? So, and as I've been working on our website, because I don't have the money to pay for a webmaster. So yours truly has to do that as well, along with everything else, right? And finally got some new pages put up on our website. Go to manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. And I really, man, I would love for you guys to check out our immersion page. Okay. I'm going to share it on the screen here. Go to manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com/immersion. That's got all the information on our immersion sales training program. Okay. Which is a sales training program unlike any other sales training program out there. People ask me all the time, what are you teaching? Are you teaching the Titan Factory Direct thing? No, I'm not teaching the Titan Factory Direct thing. Okay. Now, there's some things that come from that, right? Because that's part of the sales process. There's processes, there are great processes in that should be used by everyone. Okay. But it's not a Titan thing. That's just something that's been in the industry. But anyway, this program is designed around the neuroscience of how people make decisions when buying a home. Everything that's in here, the phrases, the tonalities, everything that you have to do with it is based around how people make their buying decisions. So we ask you to go out there, check it out so that you can better understand how the program works. And that way you can see for yourself the differences. Check it out. And there's some other pages on there as well that will help you to improve your career within the manufactured home and sales industry. But it takes putting in the work. You can't get around putting in the work. It doesn't matter what it is you're doing. You first have to make any sort of progress. You got to say, okay, I'm no longer comfortable with my current situation. I need to get to this place. Now I'm going to leave that behind. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to get uncomfortable. There's going to be anxiety. There's going to be uncertainty. There's going to be stress, but I'm willing to put in the work to reach it, because each and every one of us can. So I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Get on out there, kick some ass today. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.